Cassie. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. Remember to like and subscribe. Today's video is about brow shaping and facial hair removal. I don't know about everybody else, but me and most brown girls tend to be very hairy, and we need to do hair removal on our eyebrows as well as the sides of our face and obviously the mush area. So today I'm going to be showing you what I do in my brow shaping and hair removal routine. There are many ways. You can do threading, you can do waxing. Some people I've seen using those shaving blades as well. Personally, I wouldn't use it because I feel like I might get stubble and the hair might get a lot harder and thicker. So I stick to my method, which is a mixture of tweezing and waxing. So let's get into that. Okay, so we can see my brows really need to be done. They are in severe need of being done. So the first thing you'll actually need is this to brush up your brows. Or you can use your normal makeup brush that you use, or spoolie, whatever you use to basically brush up your brows when you do your makeup. Let me just go through the tools that you'll need. You'll need one of these, as I mentioned, a tweezer, one of these little, I think they're mustache trimming scissors, but they come in those little nail kits. It's a little, well, you can see what I'm talking about, this little scissors here. Or even a normal one could work, but it just makes things a lot harder. So the wax strips I'm using today is Mandy's facial wax strips. And because I have a lot of hair on the side of my face, I use the bigger strips, the leg ones, same Mandy's brand, for the side of my face. So let's start off by doing the brows. So what I'm going to do is actually just brush it up so we can see the shape that we want in the brow. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just pull the skin taut. So now we can see the shape that I want is here. Then all these hairs here need to be removed because they are just excess hairs there, and I don't want that. I want a nice, clean, neat look. Okay, so we pull the skin a bit taut, and then we start removing all those excess hairs. I think the problem that some people face is they don't know when to actually stop tweezing, and then they tweeze up into the eyebrows and remove a lot more hair than they should. As you can see, we're keeping to the shape, just removing all these extras. This always happens. My eyes start watering. Okay, so I'm going to do this other side and then we'll come back. Okay, so we can see I've done both sides. I've cleaned up all the excess hairs from underneath the brow area in the shape that I wanted to be done. You can see it's nice and clean, there's no hair there. I do get swelling, as you can see already. It's starting to swell up, and I've just only done tweezing because, as I said, I have very sensitive skin, and now we're actually getting to see it. So the second part of doing the brows, we're gonna now clean up on, we've done the brow bone area, it's nice and clean, all the hairs removed. Now we're gonna do on top of the brow area, which is here and here. So what we're gonna do now is brush all the hairs using our brush. We're gonna brush all the hairs down. like that, so that we can clean up the line nice and easy without removing hair by mistake, because all these hairs now we want to keep in our brows. We're gonna brush that all down. Let's see, brush it all down. Do the other side. Okay, so we've brushed down the hairs. Then we're gonna get the wax strips ready. So with the wax strips, okay, I'm just gonna take out, try and get out this wax strip. Okay, so this is how the wax strip looks. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trim off the wax paper right against the line of the wax, and then what I'll do is I'll rub it between my hands just to warm up the wax a bit, and then we're gonna wax this area here. See, so I've cut that strip right along the wax line, and then I'll rub this wax strip in between my hands and just to warm it up. Right, so we're gonna start with this side first. Okay, you can see the hair that's there already. So what we're gonna do is place the wax strip very carefully on that hair. You're just gonna and when you wax, you're gonna pull it in the, okay, this camera needs to focus. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull it, the hairs are flowing down, so we're gonna pull it in the opposite direction. So quick and fast. You can see, oh, come on, focus. Most of the hair is being removed from there. I just want to clean up here between the hairline and the brow. That's what I'm going to do now. Then you're going to take the other side of that strip, because there's two sides to that with the wax. Now we're going to do the top area here. Make sure you don't pull the brow hairs by mistake, so just keep pushing that down and make sure you place your wax strip very carefully. So see these hairs here, I still want to keep those because that adds to the shape, and I trim it later on. So what I do is I actually take the wax strip and I place it behind there, and then I place it straight like this, because that's the shape I want. I want my brows to arch here and then come down as normal. So I don't want to take off excess hair. Make sure you're placing your wax strips very, very carefully. So with this, my hair flows this way, so I'm going to pull the wax strip this way. Makes sense? Hoping I'm making sense. Okay, you can see the hair was removed there, but you'll still get like 1 or 2 hairs that remain behind it, so you can just go back and do that again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that on this side as well, and then we'll come back. Okay, so we've waxed both sides, as you can see, but there are still a few loose hairs around. But what we're going to do just for now is we're going to clean up the wax, because as you can see, my skin is starting to get agitated and very irritated. So just some normal cotton balls, and then just some baby oil, put it onto the cotton ball. And then we're going to use that to remove the wax that's left on our skin. Make sure you get it out, because if you're like me and you have sensitive skin, your skin's gonna react and probably break out in a rash. There's no escaping having to remove the hair, but we have sensitive skin. We have to work around these things and find ways. Okay, so you can see the hairs have been removed. Okay, then I'm just taking normal kitchen towel and I'm just gonna remove the excess oil from my face, because I don't like having an oily face, before I carry on. Okay, so now, so now that we've waxed the top, we've done tweezed the bottom, you can see it's nice and clean. The hairs are still looking a bit untidy though, so I still have some fluff in my hair here. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, back with the brush, and we're gonna brush the hairs up. Okay, so these hairs, that's how they'll sit. So just brush these hairs up here at the front. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that scissors, and whatever hairs that are sticking up, we're gonna trim that now. One more time to see if we missed any hairs. There are a few there. So we just trim those. And there you have your brow, your nice, neat, clean brows. I'm gonna do this side, and then I'm gonna come back and talk about the center and do the center. Both our brows are done. Here is clean, there's no hair. You can see, no hair. Okay. So now we're going to talk about the center here. If I had to leave the hair on my face and not tweeze or not wax, my eyebrows would join here at the center. So what I'm going to do is, we don't want to tweeze too much into the eyebrow. This is the line we want to see when we end our brow, like that. Okay, so from the end of the brow in line with the corner of the eye, end of the brow in line with the corner of the eye. So now what I'm going to do is just remove, I usually wax here, but there's not much, there's not many hairs here today, so I'll just wax, and they're quite long, so I'll just tweeze them out, sorry, not wax them out. Okay, I think I have all. Let's have a look. Okay, so focus. Okay, so that is the eyebrows done. Now we're gonna do the mushy area and the sides of the face. So I'm gonna have to zoom out for that. The brows are done, nice and clean. Now we're gonna do the mushy area and the side of the face. We'll start with the upper lip. I call it the mushy area because mustache, you know, mushy. So same ones we used for the eyebrows. We're just gonna use here on the, well, not the same one, but I mean the same type. So, and then as I said, this is what I do with it. I put it between my hands and I just rub it together a little bit and it just warms it up. So the wax goes on easier and it goes in between the hairs and it pulls the hairs out nicely. I'm not gonna cut it this time because there's no need. Then this is gonna hurt. Ooh. Okay, quick and fast. Okay. Yep, gonna be turning red very quickly. Then we do the other side as well. So mine is like mainly here and up to here. So I'm gonna place it at the end there. Okay. So my hairs would run down, so that's why we're pulling the wax strap up. Wow. Okay. That really burns. Okay, then we're gonna remove the wax from the area again using cotton ball and baby oil. Gosh, it really burns, guys. Like, I envy people who are not hairy and don't need to do this. Their brows and faces just naturally hairless. Some of us takes a lot of effort, a lot of pain to look the way everybody sees us. Well, especially me. I don't know about everybody else, but I know a lot of brown girls. We're just hairy, gosh, and it's a struggle. This is like a normal struggle for us. And then now I'm gonna go on to the side of my face. Okay, so moving on to the side of the face. You can see, can you see the hair? And focus. Hopefully you can see it. So what I use, for the side of the face, the same Mandy's wax strips, but it's actually the one for legs because it's bigger. And the hairs on the side of the face actually tend to be a bit tougher than like eyebrow hairs, so this works really well. So what I do is take this strip, cut it in half, so the half will give you 2 pieces each, so it's enough to do 2 pieces this side, 2 pieces this side. So cut that in half. And then you do the same thing, you just warm it up a bit. And then I tuck the hair behind my ears so I don't remove too much. So basically I want to clean up here. These little ones are fine, the little baby hairs. I just want to remove basically from here this section all along here and here. So it's this part here. So take the one side, make sure we're keeping the extra hairs away. Then we place it there very carefully and rub it in so the wax can get nice and warm on the hairs. When we pull away, we don't have to, you know, do it a second time and torture ourselves for longer. This is gonna hurt for sure. So we can already see the hairs through there. I don't know if you can see that. Try and focus. You can see the hairs through there already. Let me try and surprise myself and pull it quickly. Okay, so my hair flows down, so I'm gonna have to pull it up. Psych myself up for this one. It's gonna be so for sure. Ooh. Come on, put on your big girl panties. Okay, and can we see that? Oh god! Oh my god, it burns. It burns. I think there is still. Okay, it's fairly clean, but we have to do underneath here as well, and yeah, but at the front. So I'm gonna take the same one because it still has stickiness. It still has a clear area there. So I'm gonna put it where we stopped. And we go again. Okay, so okay, I got it. You can see there. It's all the side face hair. Okay, I'm gonna do the other side off camera because guys, it pains and it burns. So I'm gonna do that off camera. I'm gonna come back and talk to you guys. Okay, so I've waxed the other side of my face. You can see all the hairs out, nice smooth skin, but it just looks angry and red. That's because it is it's burning like it's on fire, guys. Like, even if I wanted to lie, my skin is telling the truth. It's red and angry because yeah, it's been through a lot. Okay, so same thing as we've done with all the other wax areas that we waxed. We're gonna put baby oil onto the cotton ball and then we just wipe off. You can see like wax is stuck in the hair. And then we wipe off all the excess wax. Guys, I'm sweating on top of it too. It's very hot in South Africa. It's summertime here. So yeah. And Durban is extra hot. So what I'm gonna do is, because I feel like my face is very oily right now, I'm gonna go and wash my face with my normal soap that I use in my facial routine. If you want to see my skincare routine, I will tag it up at the left corner here of this video and you can have a look at my skincare routine. So that soap that I use in my skincare routine. That's what I'm gonna wash my face with now, so I can cool down my face a bit, and then I'm gonna come back and show you what I put on my face and finish off this waxing routine. Okay, so we've removed all the face from the side of the face from the side of the hair all the hair from the side of the face. We've done our brows nice and neat, you can see. Look at that. So as you can see, my skin is looking very agitated, very red. That's because it is very agitated and burning. So what we're gonna use is some aloe vera gel. So I'm just gonna take some aloe vera gel and apply it to my cheeks, and my skin is actually quite hot right now. It's like burning because as I said, I've got very sensitive skin, so my hair removal agitates it more. Then everywhere we waxed, I just add some of this aloe vera gel, and it just cools it down and calms down the skin so it's not so angry and red. And that is my hair removal routine. And yeah, remember to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye.